One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare. Absurd
Father
that
says I'm too young to
cheat
train the sword.
in the fever hole of a city.
Still here. You lead, I'll follow.
Are you feeling sick?
I've got your back, and...
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Take a look. You know, if you... Mage's College in Winterhold.
Another wanderer. You're my father. Good job. Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with...
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Yes, Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you,
Grelid.
Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't be here. I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go. I'm sorry, no. Grelid is the headmistress here, and she's decided not to allow any adoptions right now. I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home, but there's nothing I can do. My only concern is for the children. The poor darlings have no one else. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors. If there's nothing else, I really must ask you to leave.
I do hope Mummy and Father come to get me soon. Ever since that Aventus boy left, Grelid has been so angry. Miss Grelid is... well, she's a terrible old crone. No person could be that cruel. I think she's part Hagraven. She only lets us out in the yard once, in the morning. And she just stands there watching us. Like I said, Hagraven. Until next time.
I'm really afraid of Grelin. When Aventus escaped, she was so mad. I got double the beatings that day. I hate her. Everyone hates her. She's the meanest person I ever met. Sometimes she even locks us in the room. Constance tries to stop her, and is real good to us, but it's never enough.
What do you want? You have no business being in here. Tino? Why, that little bastard. You tell him I'm coming for him, and when I find him, it'll be the beating of his miserable life. You don't scare me.
It's Grelin!
Kill one person and you can solve so many problems. I wonder at the possibilities.
No more! I yield! I yield!
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Family. Joining up myself.
Yes?
Come to laugh at the grave tender? If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm, and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders, and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake. But I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger. But I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denyo Balu or Maramo. Until next time.
Feeling sick? Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Need something?
Those Skyrim for the... And you're right, at least as far as I'm... Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders taste.
Well, Grelhod the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again. I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess.
Are you feeling sick? Right then.
When the Empire surrendered to the Alt-Mary Dominion, they shamed us all. Oh, patron of the great clan battle, a name I'm sure you know well.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of Arche be upon you.
careful.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of Archay be upon you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like got to go.
Take this, sir, and spare me a few septims.
It was you who convinced the Jarl to trap the dragon in the cave. And by Izmir, it actually worked.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach, too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Thank you very much for your business.
I know nothing of fear, and nothing of remorse. Pay my fee, and together we will vanquish any foe. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? Walk all shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
I've got your back. I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Sorry, just thinking about my experiments. I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have... But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die. Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable. My family. All that wealth and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes. I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud. Can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.